Check, check. 1, 2. Testing, testing. Check. We all good? Is the sound okay? You can hear me? The elusive Peon stream has finally returned again. Indeed it has. It's been a while. It's been 6 months, I'd say. Last time was Dragonflight release, right? That was the last YouTube live stream. The last stream in general, actually. It's been a while. Thanks, guys, and welcome. The lucky few to witness a Peon stream. Let me know if the sound's okay and everything. It should be fine. So we're going to start off this stream by I need to do some more Renown stuff on my main. Then I want to try out Necromancer. But I don't know how invested I'm going to get into the Necromancer, because I feel like I can't really go too hard on an ult until I've got all of my Renown maxed out, which I haven't. So, and additionally, part of me thinks I shouldn't go too hard on an ult with Seasons around the corner, because I'm definitely going to play an ult on Seasons as well. So, sounds quality. Good stuff. Epic. Let's jump into it and play. I got a really good drop on my Sorcerer today. I got the chest piece that sucks all of the mobs together. Pretty core to my build, so I'll have some fun with that. Hopefully I'm not going to lag too much when I'm playing the game today. Right, let's head over to... Let's just start doing some dungeons for Renown. How long did it take me to beat the story? I didn't really rush through it or anything, because I hadn't experienced it in any of the tests, so I took my time with it. I'd say it took me like maybe 10, 12 hours or so. Let's go do this one. I can't remember exactly. I'd have to check the footage. Okay. Enjoying D4 so far? Yeah. I'm looking forward to the inevitable updates that they're gonna do to make the game more what's it called? Account wide. Like, I think they will make the entire Renown system account wide, and when they do that, I'll be very happy. What's it like to play a game with 0 pay to win? It's refreshing, isn't it? Looking shredded. I've certainly bulked a little bit the past few months, I'd say. I've stopped trying to like really cut my weight. I've started to like focus on muscle, so we're getting there. Right, so this is where you can tell me if the sound's too loud, because obviously I'm like fighting things and the sound might be super loud. I'm not too sure. It might be fine. Something I do wish Diablo IV had, though, is like one of those map overlays which most ARPGs have. I'm really surprised that they never added that. Sounds fine. Okay, cool. Just turn it down on my speakers. I'm not ready yet. Looking extra beefy, yeah. Look crazy different from a few years ago. Yeah, definitely. The gamer discovering the gym, I guess.
I need time.
Miss transparent map overlays. I especially miss it in the open world when I'm trying to like traverse from one area to another, and like when you open the main map, it stops you moving in the open world. It's a little bit annoying. Yeah, I know you've got the mini-map in the top right, but it doesn't show enough. It doesn't show as much as I'd like. What about you guys? How are you enjoying Diablo 4? What level is everyone? I bet a lot of you are probably like level 80 at this point. That seems to be where most people kind of start chilling. What time is it for me? It's 9 PM. Time zone's awkward here in Thailand. So my hope was by streaming at this time I catch Americans in the morning and people from EU in the afternoon. 70, 78, 80. Okay. 72 on hardcore, damn. That's impressive. I've died so many times in this game, like mostly from not paying attention, that I can't really imagine me getting very far in hardcore, especially with the amount of random mechanics that you come across. Like sometimes you'll get CC chained by mobs, or something will just randomly one-hit you at a certain point. I guess you play differently in hardcore though, right? Is the strat different? You take it extra careful.
I'm not ready yet.
Glad I'm not the only one rebinding my skills to QWER. You know, it took me a really long time to figure out what keybind setup I wanted to go with that was comfortable, because when I first logged into the game, there was this, the default settings are a bit odd. I think you need to like change it so move and interact are on different, are like different or something. And I couldn't really figure out how to get a normal setup, so I'm happy I've ended up with this. I think I've used this in other games before and it works pretty well. It's quite comfortable. Would you say the hardest boss in Diablo 4 is so far? For me it was probably, what's his name? The bald guy, the 70 capstone dungeon. That was probably the one I struggled with the most. Elias. In the campaign there was nothing too difficult. But I guess the hardest boss in the game, I'm assuming, would be Lilith, wouldn't it?
I'm not ready yet.
Let's CBA with that. F11 is the mouse, yeah. Shit. I'm still struggling with my ice shards build, like especially when it comes to mana. I don't know if I've got a good mana setup on this. I can nuke things down and kill things quite quickly. I just have mana issues. Campaign wise, Lilith isn't difficult. No, is the level 100 Lilith the exact same as the campaign one, but just scaled for level 100s? Or is it slightly different? Is there new mechanics? 'Cause I'm not too sure. I didn't struggle with the campaign Lilith at all. How do I feel about the game? Overall, I like it. However, there's a few changes that I want to be made for it to be better. For example, the big change, and the thing that I wish was in the game right now, is I wish you could progress the entire Renown system across all of your characters, across your ults. For example, later on, I want to go play a Necromancer, and it's going to feel really bad me going to do dungeons that I haven't done on my main, and not being able to progress my overall Renown score whilst I'm playing on my ult. If you could do that, and the Renown system was completely account-wide, I would have definitely played a lot more characters and probably had a lot more fun in trying like more variety in the game if that was the case. I'm sure they're going to change it later on, but it's just annoying that it's not the case right now. Do any of you guys feel that way? Like you want to play an ult but you haven't maxed out the Renown system yet, and you feel like it's a waste of time to do dungeons that you haven't done on your main character? Not the best feeling to have. Not doing it for seasons. No, I'm not really looking forward to the Renown thing for seasons. I think so many people have spoken out that they don't want it, that I do believe Blizzard will change it. It seems to be that, like, what the majority of people want. Not having to be forced to do the Renown system for seasons. Just let people level however they want to level, really. I've completed all the Renown and still wouldn't want to make an ult. Why wouldn't you want to make an ult? What would they need to do to make you want to make an ult? I know the thing that discouraged me was logging into my ult and seeing that the map was completely covered again. That was a bit off-putting. Renown like Noun. Have I been saying Renown wrong this entire time? Or is it just an English versus American kind of way of saying it? Do English people say Renown? Do Americans say Renown? Or is it just me being wrong? Let me know. Okay, I'm going to say Renown from now on. And if that's also wrong, then it's just it's just where you're from in the world, I guess. Why play an ult before the season? You do have a point. I just want to try it. Like, when is the season coming? Not yet. Not until July, right? So I should just not play the game until July.
I'm not ready yet.
You justify the purchase of the game. If you value your time as like $1 per hour of fun that you'll get out of a game, then I think you'll get your money's worth. I certainly have. Is that the butcher? Oh, it is. Okay.
Out of mana.
Right, here we go. Mana issues. Yeah. There's something wrong with my build, or something lacking. Ice Shard Sork is so good at like taking down packs of enemies, but man, like, what can I do? My mana's a joke.
I need time.
He's got so much health, I just CBA. Most of my damage is for like crowd-controlled enemies, so it's going to take me bloody ages to take him out. Do I read chat? No, I don't, not at all. I ignore chat for the entire stream, because it's better that I just stream and talk to myself. Why would I possibly read the chat?
I'm not ready yet.
Well, after an Arc Clash. He's doing good damage to me. Jesus.
Out of mana. Once again.
Yeah, let me just ignore chat for the butcher. Like, trying to read chat whilst fighting the butcher is a little bit distracting. I need a bloody shrine or something to give me some damage against this guy. actually fucking hate Ice Shard Sork. It's fun when there's mobs grouped up. But single target. Oh. It takes so much gear to not have mana issues. We're just gonna... Mate, you can just kill me, I just don't care. You just kill me. Ugh. Just kill me. Fucking hell, that was AIDS. That was rough. Staffs are terrible. I haven't got any good non-staffs. Show us my gear. So this is my gear currently. I think it's okay. What should I be doing with my gear to not have these mana issues? Like, against normal packs of mobs, I'm fine. But against the Butcher, who's just running at me and cannot be crowd controlled, I feel like I just do nothing to him. Specific aspects for mana regen. Right. Okay.
I need time.
See, that's so nice, like blinking on enemies and just like one-shotting them as Ice Shard Sork. That's so fun. So I've got like some of the gear, like with the chest piece. This unique's pretty important. It's other stuff that I'm lacking. It's mana. I've just realised it's kind of confusing to play an ARPG and stream at the same time, like reading chat and navigating in a dungeon. There's some high-level multitasking right there. It's harder than you'd think. Still playing guitar? Actually not. I haven't played guitar for a while, and the reason I stopped is because in most of the houses in Thailand, the electricity isn't grounded. So the last time I tried to play guitar, I would plug in my guitar and I'd get an electric shock. And I think this happened in multiple houses. I think my current house, there's like a few sockets that I could possibly use where I'm not going to get electric shocks. But yeah. Weird reason to stop playing guitar. The earth in your guitar isn't connected. No, this is a big problem in Thailand, like the electricity. For example, I tried plugging in my computer into my bedroom, and because like the sockets are not grounded, and it's only recently become a regulation to ground electricity, I would touch my computer and get a nasty electric shock. It's crazy. So if you're staying in an old house and you plug something in, odds are you're going to get shocked. Swap to wand and offhand has double cooldown reduction. Helm needs cooldown reduction, rings and mana. Okay, let's see if we can get a decent drop for that then. Oh, shit.
Out of mana once again. I need time to prepare.
Yeah, this build would be so fun if I wasn't struggling with mana. Another thing I dislike about ice shards is it's so like accurate. You can click on a mob like a millimeter next to the mob, and it will miss. You have to be very accurate with your clicks. You thought about shooting down to Australia for a holiday? I haven't, because I'm quite scared of giant spiders. I thought it was going to be bad in Thailand, and it wasn't. But in Australia, I've heard it's not a country for people that don't like horrible insects and wildlife that can kill you. I'd be checking my shoes like constantly, every day. So feeling on the uniques drop rate, I felt like it was pretty low initially, but I've been kind of lucky today. It's kind of frustrating, like depending on what build you play though, that you kind of need certain uniques for the build to even work. Thailand has giant centipede though. It does, but they're extremely rare. I've never seen one. Thankfully. Also tried the Blizzard build. Is that a new build? Haven't heard of many people talking about that one. I've basically taken like a week off of Diablo 4, and I think there's been a patch or two that might have given some balance changes. So I'm not entirely up to date with my knowledge on what builds are good and what's changed. I think a few things might have changed since I started playing. Gonna do a video on Final Fantasy 16. Maybe. To be honest, I didn't even know it was gonna release until I saw some videos about it recently. I hadn't been keeping track of it at all. It looks kinda cool though. When's the Hardcore WoW series coming back? Soon. My editor's basically been on holiday all month, and he's just got back and he's just finished editing episode 4, so that'll come back really soon. Okay, how are we getting on in this zone? Let's go get level 4 for Kyrgyzstan. Okay. Mate, that's so rude. I was looking at the map and I just get zerged. From what I've heard and seen, all Sork builds are mana chuggers. It's down to management. I think so. Are there any classes that you can just kind of spam abilities on in Diablo 4? Because I really like ARPG builds where I'm not limited or waiting for a resource to recharge. If I could just infinitely spam all of my abilities off cooldown on Sork, I think I'd be having so much fun. I would love that. So if there's a class where I can just press everything as soon as it's off cooldown, fucking spam my abilities, go hard, then I would have a lot more fun, for sure. That's my playstyle. I don't have a lot of patience, so... Art Clash. Yeah, Art Clash, I guess, but it doesn't feel good. Rogue. Necro. Necro you can spam, okay.
I need
Necro's gotta be the next class then. I hate it when mobs make roadblocks. Rogue is pretty fast, the low mob density holds it back though. Okay. Later in the game the mob density kind of picks up a bit though, don't you think? I faced some rooms like earlier off stream today where the mob density was so packed that I couldn't like get inside the room. It was insane. It was like every inch of the room was just packed with mobs. There must have been 100 mobs in one room. I think that's kind of random though, isn't it? Okay, let's do this. Then I'm gonna play some Necro. I feel like something new, and I'm also a little bit lost when it comes to gearing at this point in the game. Can you say big damage? You can't properly say big damage until there is a moment to deal big damage. For example, a massive pack of mobs or something. Actually enjoying the game. I wouldn't have got to level 73 if I wasn't enjoying it. I think like I ended my video on Diablo at level 60, was it like 62 or something? 62, 63, so I kept playing it for I've been playing it for a while after that. What dungeon tier am I on? I'm just doing the normal dungeons for Renown at the moment, because I haven't maxed out my Renown. I'm trying to say it right.
I've got a buyer who pay a king's ransom. And you'll never have to see another snake for as long as...
Perhaps we should play hardcore mode on the Necromancer, because I've never tried hardcore. Maybe that could be more fun. If I play hardcore though, do I completely start again with the campaign, or is it the same as any other old character? I've never tried hardcore in Diablo 4 before. Could give us a reason to pay a little bit more attention, couldn't it? You start again with the campaign, okay. So every hardcore character is like a full reset of the game. It's like you start 100% from the beginning.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, you can skip the campaign. Okay. People giving me misinformation in the comments. We'll find out in a sec, I guess. I'll do this dungeon, then we'll try a hardcore character on the Necro. The question is, what Necro build should I go for? Because on max roll, I've got two builds. I'm looking at Sever Necromancer and Bone Spear Necromancer, and these are both like leveling builds. So what's the best one? What's the one where I can spam the most abilities?
ready yet.
Bone spear, okay. Yeah, most people are saying bone spear. I think that's the one that I've heard that most people use.
I need time.
Group them up. Big damage.
Out of mana once again. My burden is too great.
It's the most viable and biggest DPS. Okay, we'll go bone spear for sure then.
My burden
Nice.
is too great.
I kind of wish the inventory was bigger. Or there was like a loot filter. Is there a loot filter? I kind of remember. Completed all of the Lilith altars. I have. It's the other stuff that I haven't done. I haven't done any of the side quests, for example. I've basically skipped every side quest since the game started, and now I'm just doing the dungeons. And I'm not too sure what's quicker for Renown farming. If it's doing the dungeons or doing the side quests to get to level 5. Side quests are much faster, but I did dungeons because I needed the aspects for other characters. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm doing the dungeons, because it feels like you need to do them anyway for the aspects. Whereas the side quests don't really have benefits that carry over to all of your characters, really, do they? That's some big damage. I love it when there's like tons of mobs grouped up like that. It's really fun.
I lack the needed mana.
Quick portal back to town. Sell some stuff. What would you say make Ice Shard Mage so good? I don't know, it was one of the few viable builds that I saw pop up on Max Roll when I was looking for builds. It was the one that everyone was playing. But it seems good for just taking out packs of enemies really quickly, just deleting things.
You don't want that.
Okay. This is something I'm not a fan of, like looking through the gear in your bags to decide what's worth keeping and what's not. It's a lot of secondary stats and things to look at. It's a lot of things to consider.
All things have value, I suppose. Yes, I'll take it.
Don't blacksmith. I'm a little bit low on money, so I just sell it. It's easy. I mix up blacksmithing and just selling to the vendor. There's a few side quests that are chain where you when you complete it, you can get gear with stats that will never drop. Oh, okay.
I need time.
Diablo 4 subscribe to pay. No, you buy the game and you can just play it. You do need to have an internet connection to play it though. Oh fuck me, did I miss this? Donkey. So slow. Oh, that's what we want. Suck them all up. AoE them down. That's fun. See, that's when I enjoy playing Ice Shard Sorg. Big pack of elite mobs. Just delete them. It's when they're all spread out, which is a pain. One little rat mob attacking me, stopping me picking up the thing. Do I plan on doing another Diablo video? Not so soon since my last one. Maybe after a few updates. Don't you think the end game's kind of lackluster due to being able to have all of your big items at level 60 and afterwards looking for minor upgrades? I think what would make Diablo more fun would be if there was more carrots on the end of sticks. For example, I think every 5 levels there should be some kind of boss fight or something that you can look forward to, some kind of epic encounter. I think all the way from level 50 to 100, every 5 levels there should be an epic, unique boss fight. Something challenging that can keep players excited for grinding and give them something to work towards. Because I think the last real big boss fight is Elias at level 70, and then you've got the Lilith at level 100 or something. So if you was to have more things on the way to Lilith, I think it would make more people want to grind to max level. Whereas it seems like a lot of people kind of stop at level 80-ish, like level 82. And I think, isn't it level 83, which is actually halfway to level 100 in terms of XP? So halfway to level 100, there's not a lot. You don't really get much of a payoff for your grind. $85 is halfway. That's even worse. $5 is too often. I mean, the more the better, really. Come on, dude. My bloody mana. Yeah, I'm ready for a different character. I think I can't really be bothered to farm the items which are going to make this build viable. To make it less mana hungry. I think I'd rather just play a different class that isn't so resource starved, fundamentally. I'm a little bit done with the sorcerer, to be honest. Let's try the necro, and we'll go bone spear. Do you like my names? Big damage, giga damage, mega damage, sexy damage, and then we've just got damage. I'm excited to play Necro. I don't really play Necromancers in RPGs. I don't know why. Maybe I should give Necromancers more of a chance. Okay, so Necromancer. Right, let me just grab a build quickly. Hang on. Okay. So. My fully covered map feels bad, man. So how do you guys level alts? Because I haven't really like done a lot of the alt things. Do you just go spam dungeons? It says that I can do Tree of Whispers. Should I go do Tree of Whisper dungeons so I can get Grim Favors whilst I'm doing this? Is that worth? Tree of Whispers dungeons. Okay, I like that. Oh, we need to get a skin on the horse first, though.
Not while I'm in town.
Wait. Okay, it is account wide. Good. This one. Have to pimp out the mount. Yeah, that's what a Necromancer would ride. Looking good.
Not while I'm in town.
So, let's head straight over here then. Do you have the Whispers waypoints? No, I've literally just logged in. The Tree of Whispers is over here somewhere though, right? Oh wait, what level are these? Oh, so some of them are level... it depends on the zone. So in the early zones, level 1. I can run to the Tree of Whispers, I think. Your ult should start at the tree waypoint if you finished the game. Oh, that's the tree waypoint. It's right here. Okay, no problem. Okay, at least it's got it.
I need more time.
Oh yeah, I've got 10 points to spend right off the bat. I completely forgot about that. Let's do that. So, enhanced bone splinters, I want. Supernatural bone spear. Okay. And then we want blood mist. Okay. Let's just sort this out. Bone splinters, what's this? Okay. Okay. Seems kind of cool. I mean, it's doing more damage at level 1 than my barbarian was, so it's promising. Blighted corpse explosion. Okay. Let's go. Play sexy damage next to be a Giga Chad. After the Necromancer, I think my plan was to play a rogue, because I've seen the videos of the endgame rogues and they seem insane. They seem really like fast at just clearing everything.
I need time to do that.
Okay.
I cannot do that here.
Straight to the dungeon. Oh, this one's not hardcore. This was a character I already made. Rogue's very fast, very fun. Yeah, that sounds promising. Okay, let's get our first impressions of the Necromancer. Straight away, like, at the early levels, that feels way better than the Barbarian does. Barbarian's kind of rough in the early levels, isn't it? That's nice, that bone spear. Did you get the horse skin? I bought it. What's this other stuff do? So I've got this blood thing. Disperse into a mist. Okay, so that's basically like a movement thing. Corpse explosion. Oh, so when you kill enemies, they've got like corpses on the floor, and then you can explode it. But you target the corpses. Got it. Can I just do this? Oh, I can do that until it's exploded. So once you've exploded a corpse, it uses that area. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I've literally never played a Necromancer in this game before, so I'm completely clueless as to its mechanics. I can see how corpse explosion could be a good AoE build later, though. Cool. What was the next one? Enhanced corpse explosion. Blighted corpse explosion. Will we see more parts of WoW Hardcore? Yes. It will resume very soon because my editor is back off holiday. He has just finished editing episode 4 and it should be rendered and up within the next few days. Blighted is damage over time. Okay, I'm just following what the build says. Why haven't I turned on membership on my channel? Because I don't have any emotes or anything done yet. I need to turn on membership, really. I want to give some membership perks before I do that. What's this? Raise skeleton. Mate, I've been playing Necro and I haven't been raising skeletons. Okay. No one in chat's telling me to raise skeletons. This is cool. It's like the point of a Necromancer.
I lack the required essence.
Now we're out of resources. So how do I get those resources back? Oh, that's right, I've got my normal attack. Raise some skeletons. Are you limited by the amount of corpses you can raise? It seems like I can only do 4. Can you not raise like an army? Like 50 things following you around? That'd be cool.
I need more essence. I need more time.
How do I get this back? Generated using certain skills. Okay, level 5. Class feature unlocked. Book of the Dead. Okay. The amount you can raise is noted by a little icon in your essence meter. Okay. So we've got the corpse explosion. Next we need Grim Harvest, apparently. So we can consume a corpse. Apparently. You get skeletal mages later on, that'll be cool. I think I need to be a little bit more open-minded when it comes to other classes in various RPGs. I'm very boring. If it's not a mage, then I'll be playing a great sword warrior. Like those are my first go-to choices in every RPG. I never usually consider assassins, rangers, necromancers, even though I think they're cool. It's like I make my choice and I stick to what I know.
I lack the required essence.
That corpse explosion thing was cool. So it's just damage over time. got deleted. Yeah, this Bone Spear ability seems really strong. Just like one-shots everything.
Out of essence.
Wee. I'm a paladin and an oinga boinga guy. I quite like the aesthetics of paladins in games, to be fair.
I'm low on essence.
Oh, mate. Struggling on bone essence. I feel like I'm doing something wrong because I'm not generating bone essence very quickly. Is that just how it is? Shift C brings up your minion page. Oh, that's interesting. Upgrade or sacrifice. Raise one additional warrior. Hang on. Each time you critically strike, so you no longer raise skull warriors. So you can go with a no summons build if you want. Hang on. Let's check Book of the Dead in the builds. Use erase skeletons. Level 5 skirmishers. Skeletal warrior skirmishers. This one, I guess. To be honest, I don't really want to micromanage it. Let's just go for the crit. Let's just go pure Bone Spear. Level 6. Oh, that's nice. You can use the red thing to break out of CC.
I'm low on essence.
Okay, and using my basic attack generates the essence. Got it. Yeah, I'm impressed with the early leveling on the Necromancer so far. Seems good. Let's go straight in here. How's Thailand? It's all good. We're approaching rainy season at the moment, so need to get a car. Also use this. Generate some essence. Big damage. Generate essence. Use damage.
I need more time. I'm low on essence.
Having my basic attack bound to my mouse, but the key is a bit weird. Probably need to set up new hotkeys on this class.
I need more time.
Okay. I've seen some videos on YouTube recently. Apparently people are like getting to level 50 in an hour or something in Diablo 4. You can really get boosted pretty hard in this game if you level in a group. Should I do that? Although I feel like it would kind of hurt my sense of progression from just leveling up normally. I feel like if I got boosted by a group, like instantly to level 50 within an hour, I'm then gonna be level 50 and not have a clue how to play my class. I'm not gonna understand any of the abilities or anything. So maybe it's a bad idea.
I need more time.
Okay. We'll just keep doing Tree of Whispers things.
I need more time.
Next, what's this? Do this thing. Level quickly on your second character since you have skill points at the start. True. Oh, this is just kill mobs, is it?
I'm out of essence.
Has my girlfriend played D4 yet? No, it's not really her type of game. She likes third-person games.
Please, take it back from... Let it in.
I think what I need to do is go on YouTube and look at some Bone Spear endgame gameplay as motivation. I think that's what I need to do. Just to get me through these early levels.
I'm not ready yet.
I keep forgetting to put down my bloody corpse explosion to AoE everything down. Takes a bit of getting used to. Okay.
No. Please.
Do not defend her very well. Okay. Yeah, let's have a look. So, Bone Spear Necro endgame gameplay. One sec. I just want a pure gameplay video. Here we go. Solo's a world boss in under 2 minutes. That's some serious damage. It seems like there's always something to press with the Bone Spear Necro, which is something that I didn't like with the Sorceress. $100 Lilith kill. Yeah, let's do that. Bone Spear Necro, Lilith. Here we go. Let's have a look. Oh, this one's got some, like, stuff circling it. That boss is going down quick. Yo, was that 8 million damage? It's just chunking her health down. What? That looks so satisfying. Look at the way the numbers are like popping out as well. I love the number animation on those like million hits. Yeah, that looks insane. So this is Bone Spear Necromancer at endgame, is it? Wow. Super strong, just lacks mobility. Yeah, it's not really dashing around like crazy, is it? Let's look up the best rogue build. So what is the best endgame rogue build? Because I'm a little bit torn on whether or not to go rogue or necromancer for the ult. Basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to make a decision for what I want to do when seasons come.
I need more time.
Let's have a look on max roll. Barb is the only answer. It's just leveling one that's a struggle. So this is, let's go end game. Twisting Blades is the top one here. Let's just click tier lists. End game tier list, S tier. Twisting Blades or Death Trap, it says for the rogue. Probably Twisting Blades, I guess. Let's Google it. Let's see what it looks like. Let's look on YouTube. Twisting Blades, Rogue, Lilith. Okay.
Hi everyone, it's Rax. After attempting Uber Lilith, the pinnacle boss of Diablo IV.
Oh, that's very fast damage. That looks fun.
If you want to avoid any spoilers, please shut off the video right now.
And I see a lot of abilities getting spammed as well,
And she has been
which is cool.
brutalizing me. I had a 100 roll.
Oh, it's sped up.
7 days. Theory craft known as the Guild Killer because he was so difficult. And I remember wiping on Lulu as well hundreds of times before getting a kill. I will have a video.
The rogue looks good.
That tells you everything that I've learned from this fight, so you can kill her as well.
It's not hitting like the same numbers that the Necro was hitting though.
Exactly how to make this rogue.
Numbers seem way lower.
This rogue has
The Necro was hitting for a few mil,
maybe the best
like 8 mil. This is in the few 100,000.
Here. It's just a super high poison damage build on one target. It's got pretty good mobility.
Oh, that's specifically a build for killing Lilith. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. I'll level the Necro for a bit more. I like seeing those giant numbers pop up, and Bone Spear feels really cool. I like the ability. And if the build is based around this ability, then I'm probably going to enjoy it, aren't I?
I'm not ready yet.
Level 6 and already thinking about changing to a new tune. No, I'm trying to make my decision because I don't want to get too invested, then change my mind later on. So it's better to change your mind early, based on like looking at gameplay.
I'm low on essence.
Blizzard Sorcerer one-shots Lilith. Really? Let's have a look at that. I'm intrigued. Blizzard Sork, Diablo 4, Uber Lilith. Oh yeah, there's an actual video of it.
When it's Rax without my hoodie on. Just kidding. It's
Let's
my
see it.
roommate and really good friend Northwar from Maxwell Evening. Go throw him a follow. I'm going to give you all of Northwar's socials, his stream, his YouTube, and everything. You can go throw him a follow.
Okay.
What a genius he is. Pretty much he's playing a Blizzard Sorcerer, and if you look under Lilith's health bar, the stagger bar is filling up. And once it's staggered, Northwar is going to unleash his ultimate rotation and try to literally one-shot it. Remember that video I had with all the mechanics in phase 1? Well, let's see how many mechanics Northwar has to deal with here.
I mean, this Sork doesn't have any mana issues.
Adjustment, she's staggered in
It
one.
must be like perfectly optimized gear. Yo, what?
Okay.
What was that? Like, it wasn't doing much damage, and then all of a sudden, something happened.
Staggered.
Oh, it gets like, what the fuck?
Okay. Deleted.
That was cool.
Some of these builds, like this one. And
Yeah, it gets stunned and it's just absolutely deleted. Gets like really vulnerable.
severe adjustment.
That's massive
Okay.
damage.
Deleted. Some of these builds, like this one, cap how difficult
See if it
the
happens
game
again
is.
later.
These two, until she worked
Yeah,
with
same
her.
thing later. As soon as it's like
She's staggered,
knocked down.
nuking her. Now you cannot kill her in phase 2 until she flippin'. She have any conjurations? But yeah, there's supposed to be a major patch coming from Blizzard that's 34 here.
That's pretty cool.
All of Lilith's mechanic, playing everything. I think
As a bone spear main, I recommend Rogue. It gets mad repetitive. So have you played both? For the people who have played both, Rogue and Necro, what's the most fun? What's the least repetitive? What are you recommending? Only people who have played both. Oh, we got some skill points. What do we need? Rogue 100%. It seems like most people that enjoy the game the most are playing Rogue, to be fair. Rogue will give you more to do due to high APM. Got a Bone Spear Necro at level 80 and swapped to Flurry Rogue, way more fun. Literally everyone's saying Rogue. Anyone on Team Necro? Do we re-roll to the Rogue right now? Rogue also has more builds. Yeah, I noticed that. It seems like there's loads of Rogue builds on max roll. Okay, Rogue it is.
I'm not ready.
I also like the name on my Rogue. Sexy damage. Let's go. We re-roll. Okay. I played Mage, but I wanted to change myself and I tried a Rogue for this game. I actually really loved it. You know what we should do? We should whip out a straw poll. The most fun class in Diablo 4. Because the game's been out for a while now and there's going to be, like... people are going to have an objective opinion on it, you would think. Okay. Rogue. Barbarian. Sork. Necro. Druid. Okay. Okay, go. Here it is. Vote on this. Okay. I don't think we have enough data. But from our limited data set, Rogue is winning by more than by about half of the votes, so that's good. I'm surprised Druid is the second. Is second on here, considering I've heard so many people complain about the leveling of the Druid. Druid seems like a class that is really boring to level, but it's super fun later on. So what's your review and considering buying the game, in your opinion, how does it compare to the last ePog as you covered it before? Still enjoying it. Which edition should I get? I think it's probably more simplistic, I'd say. Diablo 4, it's visually it's better looking, like the visuals and polish and everything is probably the best in the genre. But if you're like a hardcore ARPG fan, maybe it's not, it doesn't cater to the hardcore like other ARPGs. That seems to be the consensus. If you consider yourself a casual ARPG fan, then yeah, definitely. Like for me, I'm quite casual with ARPGs, so I do quite enjoy Diablo 4. Right, we're gonna play the rogue then. I'm not gonna make a hardcore character because I don't want to get attached and then die. The compartmentalized Paragon board is great. It has depth, but it's not overwhelming. Like PoE. Yeah, the thing with PoE is I've really wanted to get into that game in the past, but whenever I've gone to look up a build guide, the game's so complicated that I struggle to even follow a bloody guide. Like, I don't know where to start. At least with Diablo 4, you can load up max roll, look up a build guide, and it is quite straightforward to follow. I also like that to get abilities, you don't have to hunt down a gem and then socket it into gear.
I can't do that.
Right, let's get mount skin. So we're gonna go. What rogue build? Twisting Blades, was it?
We keep our stables clean, dry, and warm.
Okay. Spend our early skill points. Okay, actually gonna stick with the rogue. Twisting Blades, rogue endgame build. Well, no, we want a leveling build. Flurry rogue leveling. Let's go with Flurry. I've heard good things about this one. So, first few skill points. Fundamental Puncture. Improved Flurry. Okay.
Not in town.
Let's go.
Not in town.
Will I do a BDO 2023 review? Yes. I do plan on it. It's going to take a while though, because the game's changed a lot since the last time I played it. And there's going to be a lot of stuff for me to cover. So this is probably a game that I'm going to have to play for a few weeks. There'll be a lot of footage to edit. You can turn Flurry into a 360 AoE later. That sounds good. Let's kill these things. So Flurry, what does this do? Okay. Well, that just deleted everything. Did everything just explode from me leveling up, or did I do an ability that's caused that? What the hell?
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, we'll do the event whilst we're here. Might as well. Okay. What's this ability? So my basic attack is... Oh, I like that one. Puncture. It's quite a nice basic attack. Yeah, that's chill. Okay, early impressions of the rogue are good. This flurry ability looks nice. Nice animations. I like the dodge on the rogue. Okay, can we fight her yet? Finally. Big damage, deleted. Flurry will eventually hit enemies in a 360. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So at what point does Flurry become 360? I can imagine that's incredibly good for farming. Oh, it's an aspect, is it? Make a dungeon in the Fractured Peaks with a 360 aspect. What's the name of the aspect? I'll go there now. 3 skill points. We got Flurry, improved Flurry. Next was Shadow Step. Subverting Dark Shroud. Okay. So what does Shadow Step do? Probably teleports me on monsters, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's cool. What's this do? So I've got like some kind of orb around me. Yeah, I can already tell the mobility on the rogue's very nice. Okay, codex. My class only. So we want the Flurry one. Flurry 360 degrees. Maybe I've already got it unlocked though, I'm not sure. No. 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 Flurry deals damage in a circle around you and percentage increased damage. Nice. Okay. UW is a defensive aura. Each time you take damage, the orbs are gone. Okay. Good to know.
Not in town.
not in town.
So will you guys be playing the upcoming Diablo 4 seasons? I've heard that to work through the battle pass, you can only do that on a seasonal character. What do you guys think about that?
I need more time.
Will you be playing the seasons to go through the battle pass, or do you not like that you need to make a new character to work through it? Would you prefer to be able to work through the battle pass, or at least have the option to do it on your eternal characters? Yeah, I'm gonna try season 1 as well. I've never actually played a Diablo season before, so it'll be my first season.
I don't have enough energy.
I just hope that the seasons are different enough that it makes the game replayable, that it makes you want to replay it.
Out of energy.
If the reward was extra stash tabs, I would play it no problem. Yeah, that'd be nice. Surely they're gonna update the they're gonna update that. Apparently the stash is shared with all of your alts as well.
I'm not ready yet.
It just seems like an obvious thing that they'll eventually fix. Body blocked a little bit, bloody hell.
I need more time.
One sec, I need to do something. Fuck's sake. XP buff. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, that's not a count. That's not shared.
I'm low on energy.
They need to add a filter on the stash. They absolutely do. It's a bit of a nightmare trying to sort through the stash, looking for specific things.
I need more time.
Loadouts as well. Loadouts would certainly be nice.
I'm low on energy. I need more time.
Loadouts are a weird quality of life. Yeah. Have any of you guys gotten in a weird situation in Diablo 4 where you've wanted to re-roll builds, but because of how the level scaling works in the game, you going from your like current builds to like a different build and having to get all of the correct gear, you've been significantly weaker as a result of trying to re-roll builds due to the level scaling? Have any of you come across that? Because there was a certain point, I think I was like... There was a certain point when I played this game, I can't remember, maybe it was like around level 60 or something, I tried to change builds, and I was just getting fucking smashed due to the level scaling, because all of my gear was for a certain build. And I just couldn't really keep up with the power curve.
I'm not ready yet.
Free the prisoners, okay. I'm not really paying attention. Back to World Tier 3, yeah.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
Now let's spend our skill points. So next I need to go Dark Shroud, Subverting Dark Shroud, Enhanced Poison Trap next. So what does this do? Just puts a trap down. Okay, cool.
Bless you.
Oh, and take the key. You sound like a nerd. I am a nerd. A massive geek. That's me. Alright, let's try it out. Poison trap.
I'm not ready yet.
I really love that shadow step ability. I can see it being really nice later on. Okay, where's the other lever? What inspired me to re-roll? I didn't like that I couldn't just spam my abilities constantly on cooldown on my sorcerer. And additionally, I polled the chat and everyone says that rogue's the most fun class in the game. So obviously I want to play what's the most fun.
I'm not ready yet. Don't have enough energy.
All of the fun gameplay that I've seen in Diablo 4 has also been from people playing the rogue. So that's another thing that's contributed to my decision.
I'm not ready yet.
So I guess what I'll do is I'll test out the rogue, probably get to like level 50-ish or 60-ish. Play with this flurry build, maybe try out a few other builds. And this could potentially be the class that I play for the seasons. I'm just trying to decide what I want to play on seasons. lot of stuff to press. I quite like it.
I'm not ready yet.
It's probably going to get fun later on. Even more fun later on. Want to have more resources. Is there any builds where you use your bow as the rogue? I've noticed I've got a big giant bow on my back, but I'm not really using it.
I'm not ready yet.
The damage is a bit pathetic on the boss. Got some stuff to equip maybe.
I'm not ready yet.
Bosses are going down a little bit slow though, early on. There it is, level 8. So now we've got the aspect. Now we need to get a good weapon to put it in. Level 7 combat, yeah. Alright, let's do some Tree of Whispers dungeons. Spies in 30 minutes. Put the aspect on jewelry or gloves, you can keep those longer. Okay. At what point should I put the aspect on? Like now? Or is it too early? Is it a waste of materials to socket it now?
As I'm sure you know, you might.
My class only. Level 25, okay. Ring must be yellow, okay.
Not in town. Not in town.
The rogue is too non-fantasy for me. Poisons, traps and bleeds. Yeah, I suppose it is a bit of a realistic class, isn't it? People can be rogues in real life. But I suppose people can also be barbarians in real life, can't they? You cannot, however, be a paladin in real life.
I need time to do that.
When a paladin class, oh, paladin's clearly going to be a class that they add in a future update. You've got to leave some classes to be added later on, haven't you? I think, wasn't Necromancer not in Diablo 3 at launch, right? Wasn't that added later on?
I need more time.
Yeah, it was Reaper of Souls when they added Necromancers, I think. Oh, another point to spend. Enhanced Poison Trap. Okay, next. Exploit. I want monk. I forgot about monks.
I'm not ready yet.
What other classes do you guys think they're going to add to Diablo 4? Paladin, monk. What else? Maybe one new class per season, that would make sense. Witch Doctor. Yeah, that's another one. Oh.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, at first yellow. I'm looking for a gate key. What happened with Sork? I'm trying an ult because I got a little bit bored of the Sork. Any upgrades? Okay. How's gym training going? It's pretty good. I've been quite consistent. Going to the gym isn't the issue with me, it's controlling my eating. Because when I'm bored, or I've been working hard, like, I treat myself with food. So as a result, instead of getting lean, I've unintentionally been bulking recently. Like, I've been going to the gym very consistently, but I've also not been cutting my calories as much as I should be, unfortunately. I've gained a lot of muscle as a result of that, though. Still aiming for abs. I'd like them, but it's not as important to me as it used to be. I quite like, it feels good to make your arms bigger. I like getting gains now. So that's something. I'd just like to be a little bit more. I'd like to almost have abs. I'd be happy with that. I'm really bad, especially on days like where I'm feeling sorry for myself. If I've had a bad day, I tend to make that day worse by eating junk food and then feeling like even worse about it after. Like a few days ago, I think I had like a bit of a bad day, and I had both KFC and pizza in one day. Not great. Didn't feel good about myself after. It is what it is, though. I was straight down to the gym after that, though, but... You know. I stress eat too much. Yeah.
I need more time.
They're so bad you eat a whole cake. Cake isn't really a weakness of mine, but if I see a picture of fried chicken, I'm tempted. I do love KFC.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Join later, starting an alt character. Yeah, starting an alt. The rogue. Quite enjoying it so far. Wait, did I just break the dungeon? Oh, okay, it's fine. Scourge of the Land. Which KFC do you like the most, the one in Thailand or your home country? Definitely home country, because in Thailand they've got like weird seasoning that they put on the chicken. The spiciness is different, not in a good way. I don't like the wings in Thailand. It's like too salty. The seasoning's weird. I really like the animations on the rogue so far. Okay. Should build not say get imbuement yet? Hang on. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do you guys ever do that where you make a portal and then you accidentally click on the portal when you're going off to your other monitor? This happens to me constantly in Diablo 4. Level 9. Flurry. Oh, hang on, I'm a little bit confused reading this. Poison imbuement is what I need next. Boosts core skills. Okay, how do I do the imbuement? This, is it? No. Is that a class quest thing, imbuement? It's a skill. And the guide doesn't say imbue yet. Yeah, later on I need to get exploit and malice a rank 3 first. That's what the guide says. 18 minutes to do this one. We can try. Going back on Necromancer, one of the most frustrating things is losing your cursor on the screen. Yeah. That can happen in general though, with any class when you get like super dense mob areas.
Not in town. I can't do that here.
Oh, this is level 20 plus. Well, the dungeon's not. Come back to England for the holidays.
Time to do that.
I do sometimes. It's a long flight, though. I'm not a big fan of flying, so I'll come back once every year, year and a half. Planning on buying shop cosmetics. I bought some for my Sork and I've got this mount skin. I'll have to have a look at the rogue cosmetics. I need to get invested enough into the class before I swipe on some cosmetics. Being level 9, I feel like I don't deserve to look cool yet. And in any game, I don't actually buy cosmetics until I've seen most of the normal in-game gear. I like to have a bit of a sense of progression from the visuals of your actual worn, equipped gear before buying cosmetics. Yeah, Vito, I'm definitely continuing the hardcore series. Episode 4 is almost finished being edited now. It's probably going to release within this week.
I need time to do that. I'm not ready yet.
No, not playing on hardcore. I was thinking about it, but realistically, if I'm reading chat, I'm probably gonna die. Those roadblocks are so annoying, they really are. I wish you could unlock a special mount ability that allows you to take out the roadblocks whilst you're on your mount. That would be cool. How's the flurry build so far? I'm only level 10, so it's a bit early to say. But I like the rogue's animations and the general feel of the rogue so far. I'm enjoying the class fantasy of it. That's probably as much as I can say.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
So, slay the gatekeepers.
I'm not ready yet.
No I don't, Maxwell.
I'm not ready yet. I need more time.
Okay, we slayed the gatekeeper. On to the next area.
I'm not ready yet.
Mate, these mobs are doing some damage to me now. Big upgrade.
I need more time.
Do any of you guys just spam rogue in every single ARPG? Or every RPG in general the same way I spam mage? Do we have many pure rogue mains in the chat for every game? Whenever I get a rogue or like a stealth class in my group, I always think they're a little bit edgy. I don't know why. It's like the vibe I get. Even just talking to a rogue player in my MMO dungeon groups, I always see a rogue and I think, you're a little bit edgy, aren't you? They're usually the silent one of the group that doesn't really talk too much. And they just kind of deal big damage typically, but just don't say anything. Pretty much the opposite of like a warrior player. I feel like warriors, the people that play warriors are typically a little bit more talkative. Maybe they end up dying randomly. I feel like warriors are either absolute giga chads or they're complete noobs. There's not really much of a middle ground with warriors. And mage players, typically flavor of the month meta chasers, because mages are usually OP in most RPGs, right? Mages are glory seekers. That's the mage archetype, the mage personality. The kind of person that wants to be on the winning team. That's a mage. Can't trust a mage. You can't trust a rogue. I think I'd trust a mage over a rogue. I'm starting to enjoy this this rogue build actually. I'm looking forward to getting the aspect that makes flurry 360 degrees. I know it's early, it's a bit early to say, but I'm enjoying the early abilities, the animations.
I'm not ready yet.
What about Necromancer? Necromancer would be the weird kid, wouldn't it? Necromancer would be the weirdo. The weirdo personality type. Likes to play with corpses. I mean, what more can you say? I've just offended a whole lot of people. I'm actually really surprised how fun the rogue is early on. Like, it's quite enjoyable very quickly. Like, flurry just feels good. Any upgrades? Big damage. I'm not a big fan of the slay all enemies quests. They're a little bit tedious, aren't they? You've always got that one enemy left behind that you need to go back and kill. Popping out of anywhere. I miss a chest, did I? Let me sort out my loot. I've got a bunch of crap here I need to get rid of. Where was the chest? Oh, back here. Hang on. There we go. Yellow boots. Upgrade. For the slay all enemy quest, just run past everything until you find elites. All the mobs will respawn around the elites. Okay, that's good to know. Upgrade. Okay. Okay. Seems good. Starting to do a bit more damage to the bosses now as well. Yeah, we're melting bosses now, actually. Deleted. Nice, got my Tree of Whispers points. If rogues are edgy, necromancers are giga edgy, definitely. Oh, hang on 1 sec, I need to do something. Bear with me. Just need to do something in OBS. Bear with me 1 sec. I need to put this on the stream apparently. There you go. Commands. Okay. That should work. Test it. Does it work? I don't know. Yeah. All good. Okay, off to the Tree of Whispers. I've never done any of these Tree of Whispers on an alt at a low level, so I'm not really too sure what loot this is going to give me. Advice for a first-time streamer. Probably the wrong person to be asking. I'm quite inexperienced when it comes to streaming. I would say play a game that you're highly knowledgeable at. Be interactive with the chat. Try to think of reasons why people would watch you over someone else. Have a high quality setup. Have a good personality, I guess. Like, streaming seems really hard. I think it's easier to be a YouTuber than a streamer. Helm's Chaos. Two-handed weapons. Chaos. Oh, that's a big chunk of XP. Okay. Trousers. I'll take that. I think with streaming, consistency is pretty huge. You need to like stream every day. Which is why I prefer being a YouTuber. You can take more time off. Have a good personality, but you're a dick. Yeah, true. Maybe having a good personality isn't necessarily necessary. Some streamers kind of make it their stream personality to be the opposite. I don't know.
Let's have a look at you.
Just be interesting to watch, I guess.
I'm carrying too much.
Press shift whenever compare what you have equipped. Okay. Have I done the quest? Bro, you got a quest for me, right?
Carrying too much.
Oh, he wants me to actually upgrade an item. Okay. Upgrade this, I guess. There you go. Upgrade the healing potion. This was something I constantly forgot to do as I was leveling up when I was doing the questing. Okay, Tree of Wisps have reset. Off to this one next. I don't know if it's true, but I saw a map, like a speculative map of Diablo 4 where they could expand the zone for future content. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the speculative future content map of Diablo 4 had like a road to the south, and there's like a massive like continent all the way out here somewhere. Like this is just like one northern part of the world, and there's apparently like this whole giant area here that they could expand into. It's quite interesting.
Not in town. I need more time.
Add zones from the previous games? Yeah, probably. Quick seller. Level 12, 11.
I need time to do that.
Yeah, Rogue feels really nice. It feels like the dodge cooldown on the Rogue might be shorter than it was on my Sorceress, which would make sense. Or maybe that's just because I've got Shadow Step, which is basically another dodge. If you face the Butcher yet, not on my Rogue, but I have on my Mage, on my Sorc. with my Ice Shards build, he was really... He kind of kicked my ass earlier at the start of the stream.
I need more time.
Don't think I've seen you live. Completely different vibe. Yeah, I'm not very good at live streaming. Or not very experienced with it anyway. To be honest, every time I turn on the camera to do a live stream, I get a bit nervous because it's not something I do too often. Usually I'm used to the chill environment of like recording everything off stream and kind of making a video that way, making content that way. But on stream it's... I feel like my gameplay is so much worse on stream because I like to pay attention to the chat and to try and talk to people. So it's like my attention's split 50-50 between playing the game and just trying to chat. Try the Warhaven demo. I haven't.
I need more time.
I guess we'll do this Cursed Wall quest.
I need time to do that.
I love shadow striking through these mobs. It's honestly such a cool ability.
I need time to do that.
It's like just blinking on top of enemies.
I need time to do that. I need more time.
I hope Shadow Strike is an ability that I use at endgame build as well. Because it's just so fun. Shadow Step. Am I making a new life update video? I don't know. I haven't really got anything interesting that's happened. Maybe if I've got some good IRL content, maybe. I just don't really have the content for it. My life's kind of boring right now. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong bloody build. Flurry Rogue. Next I need Malice. Yeah, basically, if I'm not like working on video content, I'm just going to the gym. Or working on my second business. Yeah, F11's on my mouse. It's like quite a comfortable thing for me to hit. I'm not literally like reaching over to my keyboard pressing F11. That'd be a nightmare. Okay, travel to the gate. Is this your first stream? I watch your vids all the time, but I don't ever recall a live stream. Yeah, my first live stream was during WoW Dragonflight launch. This is my second one on my YouTube channel. Like, a few years ago, I used to stream on Twitch occasionally. But I haven't streamed for a long time. So this is my second ever YouTube live stream. The thing I like about YouTube live streams is the VOD is just kind of permanently there on your channel as a video that people can go back and watch anytime. And I noticed with the WoW Dragonflight live stream, like in the first 24 hours, the VOD got like 30 to 35k views. But over time, like, so many people came back and watched the VOD of that because it was the only live stream on my channel. And now the VOD of that has like 95k views, which is quite cool. It's almost like it's got as much views as a normal video. So maybe the occasional YouTube live stream would be quite good. It gives people a VOD or something they can listen to in the background. Some second monitor content. I'm someone that really does appreciate second monitor content. If I'm playing a game, especially a game where you're kind of grinding away, like Diablo IV, I hate running out of second monitor content. You always want to have something to watch. It helps you just vibe out and chill. First character or an ult. This one's an ult. My main is a 73 Sork. But from what I've seen so far of Rogue, I feel like I made the wrong choice, and I probably would have enjoyed Rogue more as my main. Heard of Palworld? I haven't. Really enjoyed WoW Hardcore. Any plans of continuing it? Yes. WoW Hardcore episode 4 is coming out very soon. My editor was on holiday. He went to Japan for many weeks, and he's recently gotten back. So there'll be more episodes of that coming out. But going forward, I'm going to be the one editing WoW Hardcore, because I can kind of edit it faster than him, because I can remember everything that happens, and it's a lot of hours worth of footage. So he's going to edit the main first impressions videos, and I'll edit WoW Hardcore. But the problem of making series on YouTube, which I didn't realise, is if you start a series and you then release a video which isn't part of that series, every comment on the next video is, where is episode X of whatever series? It's a little bit annoying, especially if you do intend to keep doing the series regardless. People just need to be, just be patient. It'll come. Your videos are S tier second monitor content. You have a pleasant voice. Thank you. I can't stand my own voice, but I'm glad other people find it acceptable. Gonna stream Project TL. You mean Throne of Liberty? I don't think there's much to really stream with that game. It's just pure autoplay, isn't it? I'll make a video on it, but I don't think I could stream it. I'd be literally watching my character play. I watched Nico Tulo stream it, and it didn't really seem stream worthy, to be honest.
Time to do that.
Did you get your teeth done? Yeah. Interesting that you've noticed. Like, I'm happy with my teeth, but there's a big problem with it. That my S's, when I say certain words with like an S sound, it sounds a little bit lispy almost, and it's quite sharp. I've noticed this when I've been recording my voice for recent videos. Like the S sound. It's because I've just got veneers done, and it's yeah, I don't know what to do about that. The S sound. I don't know if you guys can hear it or noticing it in the stream when I say certain words. They were British teeth. Yeah, my teeth weren't too great before. They weren't horrendous, but it was a 2-year dental grind to get them fixed. You don't notice anything, that's good. Finish this dungeon, right? I think so. It's a cool little whistle. Yes, that's what it is. It's a whistle, almost. Change your name to the TheLazyPeon. Maybe one day. Hardcore trying out a new class. Right, let's see if we've got something we can put aspects on. Maybe my gloves. Oh wait, you can press shift. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done here. Use some murmuring obols. I forgot about that. Good suggestion. Let's go do that. Good evening, James. Okay, how many do we have? 160. You can't do these for rings? Rings and neck? Or do I need to be a certain level to do that? To get necks and rings? Okay, bow is good.
Not much, is it?
I'll just put that here then. Okay. Now having all the Lilith altars. Yeah, I've got all of the Lilith altars. This is an alt. These should... Well, on my main they're all collected. I think you need to recollect them on your alt though. Two more skill points. What was it? Malice. Yeah. And then we start going into the poison imbuement. But first, let's go get this aspect. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's not a rare F. Okay, I'll just put it in the gloves, maybe. My class only. Flurry. Oh, that's nothing. We've got so many resources. Yeah, why wouldn't I do that? Are there any other? I don't know why I thought it was going to cost way more than that. Anything else of my class that's worth it? I'm going to replace everything pretty frequently. Okay, I'll just do this one. Basic skills, 15% attack speed. Okay, that seems fine. Okay. Following a build guide, I'm not angry, I'm disappointed. Yeah, I tried to not follow a build guide the first time I played this game, but at a certain point, the mobs became pretty difficult, like around level 50-ish, and then I felt like I had to follow a build guide to kind of progress more. So I just kind of played the meta guide from the start. I'm having fun, so that's all that matters, really. Can't count how many times I've watched through all of your first impressions playlists. Love your vids, man. You're my favourite YouTuber. Really good to see you stream. Thanks, Jake. Appreciate it. And thanks for the super chat. Glad you've managed to catch the stream today. It's a rare occasion that I turn on the stream. I always get a bit nervous. But I'm glad to see so many people turn up and enjoy it. Ooh, 13. Let's go here. I'm working on a really big first impressions video right now, actually. It's probably the most footage I've ever collected for a first impressions video. 37 hours worth of footage. It's so much footage that I've had to split the editing 50% between me and my editor. I'm really looking forward to releasing it. It's a game that I started recording to just like revisit and check out. And it turned into me going for 100% completion and becoming obsessed with the game, and having to 100% complete the game in the entire in the video. So I think it's going to be one of my best first impressions videos that I've ever made, and hopefully it comes out sometime next week. So oh, this is better. Now we've got the 360 flurry. Cool. Mate, this is going to be so good for dungeons. I can't wait to try this out.
I need more time.
This is Treasure Goblin's a speedy boy, isn't he? Mate, get back here. At least I can blink on him. We're good at killing most things, we're just struggling to kill treasure goblins. I didn't struggle this much on my Sork because I could freeze him. There he is, he's dead. Oi. Okay. Well, we got the treasure goblin, but we got smashed by level 20 mobs. Was it worth? Probably not. I think there's too much CC in this game. I've felt that way at certain points on my Sork. However, I'm not sure if it's me being bad at the game. It could be either one. It's hard for me to comment on that. How you finding Diablo so far? I've enjoyed it. I've definitely got my money's worth out of it overall. Probably in the 80 to 100 hours range at this point.
I need more time. I need time to do that.
Watched you since I was a kid. Great to see you doing great in streaming Diablo 4, Final Fantasy 16 stream maybe. I think I should definitely cover Final Fantasy 16 in like a first impressions video, perhaps. I don't know if it would be a great stream game, because Final Fantasy games are quite story driven, right? Anything that's really story driven where you need to like pay attention to the dialogue, I really struggle to stream games like that. I don't know why. I like to stream games where I can just grind something, then read the chat, where I don't have to also then read the story or pay attention to story. I find that level of multitasking too difficult. Like story games, I'd rather just play off stream, where I can fully focus on what's going on.
In memory of Bishop Fairway and her knights, someone must remember us.
How are the abs coming along? The abs aren't coming along too great, but the muscle is coming along good. We've made gains, but we haven't. We need to lean, and we need to stop bulking. But I've been making new PRs in the gym, so there's that. That's good.
I'm ashamed to say I had tell our story. Let it be known we died in sacrifice to the light.
Yeah, this AoE on Flurry is really nice.
Wouldn't have made it without you.
So let's just free the prisoners. Diablo IV worth it? Yeah, I think so, for sure.
You saved my life.
What's your bench press at? To be honest, I actually don't know, because I don't have anyone to spot me, so I've never done like a proper bench press before. Usually when I go to the gym, I go at like 2 AM, because I've got a 24-hour gym. And yeah, it's usually just me and maybe 5 other people there. I need to have a friend that goes to the gym to spot me, so I can actually see how much I can bench press. I'd love to know. 2 AM. The latest I've ever gone to the gym was 4 AM. I felt like a bit of a weirdo. What time do you usually get out of bed? On average, 1 PM. That's when I set my alarm. When do I sleep? 5 AM. That's the average. It's not good. It's not healthy. I wish I could change that and wake up a bit earlier, but I really struggle. It's been that way for like a year, and every time I've ever tried to change it back, I always revert back to this sleeping pattern. I don't think it really matters too much though. I think the reason I kind of keep this sleeping pattern is because even if I was to start waking up early in the morning, usually there'll be some kind of reason or something that I need to be awake for really late that's happening in either Europe or America that will keep me awake really late into the morning Thailand time, so...
Time to do that.
For example, if I want to watch the Ashes of Creation monthly live streams, I think they start at 1 AM my time, or maybe even 2 AM. And I like to tune into those usually. I'm actually really enjoying leveling this rogue. I'm not finding this tedious at all. I was worried that I was going to find the early leveling like unbearable, but it's actually just kind of chill. It's quite satisfying even. Coming from someone that's not usually a rogue player. Man, I love that ability. What time is it here right now? It's currently 11:30 p.m. What's the leveling process on alts if you skip the campaign? Well, the most efficient way to do it, and you can get to level 50 in like an hour, is if you group up with a bunch of high levels, have them carry you through the tier 3 capstone dungeon, unlock the higher difficulties, get into Torment 4, have them just carry you all the way to level 50. But I don't really want to do that. I feel like it'd be boring stream content for me to just get a group of 5 people, then have them carry me to level 50 within an hour. If I was going to do that, I'd probably do that off stream, just find some people to give me a carry. I might do that at some point, if I get lazy. Works like D3 then. Yeah, I remember that I got carried pretty hard in D3. But I feel like in D3 they could carry you even harder. Okay, more Tree of Whispers. Death Wish aspect. Oh, that's Barbarian. How does the impact of combat feel? I think it depends on your class and it depends on what abilities you're using and the builds. There's certain builds that don't feel super impactful, whereas there's others that do. For example, I didn't really like the lightning builds of the sorcerer. They didn't feel like super impressive or impactful. However, when I switched to Ice Shard Sork and I was freezing enemies and they were shattering to pieces, every kill feels really satisfying. Like, some abilities are incredible, whereas others feel lackluster. It depends on the class and the build. You need to pick something that feels good. Gauntlets, legs, chest plates. What do we need? Any. Level 14. So next we can grab poison imbuement. I've already got one of these apparently. Blended poison imbuement. Okay. Love Fire Sork, very impactful. I didn't try much Fire Sork, but I think it does have one viable build, the Flame Wall Sork. I've never tried it because it's a bit of a pain to kind of respec and re-roll builds. Okay, let's go to. Don't have any more dungeons that are scaled. Just do some normal dungeons then. Did my WoW hardcore character die? I'm not giving any spoilers because episode 4's coming out soon. No spoilerinos.
Not in town.
Been leveling Whirlwind Barb. Spinning in dungeons feels amazing. Yeah, it does seem insanely powerful, Whirlwind Barbarian. One button, big damage, Giga Chad, all the way through the dungeon. Is the game pay to win or not? It's absolutely zero pay to win. And even if you wanted to pay to win, I don't even know what you could possibly do to pay to win. The cash shop's literally just cosmetics. If you've seen people say that the game's pay to win, then it's probably a review bomb or something. I'm pretty sure this game did get review bombs pretty hard, if I remember correctly. I remember watching an Asmongold video about it, and there was like a bunch of reviews on some website, and people were just saying things that weren't true about the game, like, it's pay to win. Like, call out pay to win when pay to win exists, by all means. But don't accuse non-pay to win games of being pay to win. That's not fair. Okay, so now I've got this poison imbuement. I'm poisoning mobs now. That's cool. Travel to the upper ward. It's worth a buy then. I think most people agree that it's worth buying. You're definitely going to get your money's worth. You'll get at least like 40 to 80 hours worth of fun out of it. I know I have already anyway. And if you're a more hardcore player that gets obsessed with the end game stuff and wants to get to level 100 and participate in seasons and all of that new stuff that's coming, then there's potentially more hours. Oh, that's some big damage when I pop everything. Pop the poison. Nice. I think a lot of your enjoyment from Diablo IV will come from making sure that you choose the right class and choose a good build. Because there were certain points with my when I went lightning build Sork, I wasn't really enjoying the game too much. But then I started to enjoy it again as soon as I was playing Ice Shards. If you're playing a build that really sucks and is super weak, you might not enjoy the game. At the same time, if you're not playing a class that suits your playstyle, you also might not enjoy the game. A lot of enjoyment is definitely down to the class you pick. Have any of you guys had similar experiences where there's like one class that you just didn't enjoy, you switch the class and then you're having fun? Okay. Druids bored me to death, but rogues are insanely fun. Yeah, like a lot of Druid players hated the leveling, because Druid is kind of notorious for being incredibly boring during the leveling, but insanely fun at late game. Which, it shouldn't really be that way. It should be fun throughout most of the game. But yeah, I've had a lot of friends that played Druid that just hated the leveling, and they just weren't enjoying it for large portions of the game, which shouldn't be the case. I really wish I chose a rogue as my main from the start. I feel like I would have... I'd be much further progressed into the end game. Because I kind of stopped playing my Ice Shard Sork a lot. Because I wasn't enjoying the... I wasn't getting the items it needed to really shine. Oh, that's fun. Is there any other, like, really fun aspects that I should be putting in my gear as a rogue? Like, you guys recommended that I put on the flurry aspect. What should I put on next? Is there any other aspect I should hunt down and specifically put on my gear to make a big difference during the leveling? The grinding in the game turns a lot of people off. I mean, grinding is part of the entire ARPG genre. If you don't like grinding, you don't like ARPGs. The whole point of an ARPG is to just grind to max out your gear and kill things as quickly as possible. To get zerged by hundreds of enemies, then take them out within seconds. That's the whole purpose of an ARPG, right? I don't think I'd recommend this genre of game to someone that just can't stand grinding. Let's go start. Sell some stuff. Poison imbuement is OP. Yeah, seems good. Hang on, let's sell. Resource aspect like Umbral or Starlight is what you need. Yeah, I don't feel like I need defensive stuff right now. Resource generation could be good though. Hang on. Yo, Foopy, when there's real life content to make, I haven't really been doing anything that's vlog worthy for a while. Favorite class so far in Diablo IV? I haven't tried all of them to a decent enough standard to really have an opinion. I'm enjoying leveling as the rogue though at the moment. We'll see how it gets we'll see how it is end game, I guess. Oh, that's fun. I think this is my favorite shrine to get. Artillery shrine, where it shoots out like tons of things from the front of you. That's so fun. Just deletes everything. Especially on a rogue where you can just spam that dagger ability. Okay.
I need more time.
You want combo points for your class quest. At what point can I do the rogue class quest? Is it level 15, the same as the sorcerer? Or is it later on? I don't know if every class has class quests at the same point. 15, sweet. So that's what we need to do now. Okay, pop my poison, big damage.
I need more time.
Okay, so for this boss I'm not taking him down as quick.
I need more time.
Just tank the damage because I can.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay. GG. Big upgrade. That's not an upgrade. Okay, let's go do the class quest. So, poison imbuement. I need blended poisoning imbuement. Oh, enhanced first. Okay, off to do the class quest. Rogue, true potential. World Tier 4 is no joke, by the way. Definitely not. Especially when you first unlock it. You really need to have your build sorted out before going into World Tier 4. Additionally, if you're in World Tier 4 with a good build, and then you want to re-roll builds, you might find that re-rolling, you're just getting absolutely smashed, so you need to go back to World Tier 3. Let's kill this little goblin.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, we're nuking him down fast now. What's happened? Okay. Out of curiosity, are there any of you in the chat who basically fully unlocked the entire map on one character, then you re-rolled characters to another one, and decided to go around and fully uncover the whole map on your second character? Have any of you actually done that out of curiosity? Because even if I was to fully re-roll to Rogue, I would not do that. I would like wait for an update where they make the whole thing account wide, because I'm sure in the future the entire Renown system would be account wide. You would surely have to be the case, right? Yes, you've done it on 3. Absolute madman. I mean, I thought it was crazy doing it on 2. To do it on 3. I suppose it's not too bad if you're like watching a stream and you're just going around purely uncovering the map, but man, you must be sick of it. They've already announced they're changing it to be account wide for map visibility. Yeah, I saw that. Thank goodness for that. Okay, so I've never done the Rogue class quest. Find signs of Baccarat. Easy when you have the mount. Yeah, it is.
Dead.
You need so much more than map completion to complete them all. The thing I'm struggling with coming to terms with is the idea that is like getting Renown 5 on my main. It would be made much easier if I could progress towards Renown 5 whilst playing alts as well. Because then I can like do dungeons that reward me with alt specific aspects. And it would be fun. But instead, none of the dungeons that I do on my rogue contribute to my highest level character's renown score. I keep switching between saying Renown and Renown. It must be so annoying. I'm trying to not say Renown.
I need time to do that.
Oh, I keep forgetting to grab the bloody potions as well. I'll do that next time I'm in town. Hey PN, hope you're having a great day. Fancy it's the old WoW postings. Take care, hope you can get a short reply. How are you liking the game? I'm enjoying it. It's fun. I'm really enjoying the Rogue. I really wished that Rogue was the class that I picked right at the start. I never even tested the Rogue on the beta. I just thought, you know, I play Sork in every RPG. Let's just go Sork. I really wish that I spent more time testing out all of the other classes during the beta testing of the game. If I did, would I have mained the Sork? Maybe not. Maybe I would have played something a bit different. That feels so good when you've got all of your resources, you pop poison imbuement and just go into a pack of mobs with this aspect imprinted. It's so good. You just melt everything from a low level as well. I can't even imagine how good this is going to feel at endgame. The fact that this build, this flurry thing, feels good at level 15, it must be absolutely nutty later on. Is it possible to like make the range of flurry like greater later on, or is it always this range? Can I make it so it's like an even bigger AoE? That would be cool.
I need more time.
That's the only flurry legendary. Ah. It'd be cool if there was some kind of stat that you could get on gear which made it like a huge AoE that would fill up most of the screen.
You're a slave. I need more time. I need more time.
So for those of you that have played Diablo seasons in the past, like Diablo 3 seasons, what are you personally expecting for the first season of Diablo 4?
Time to do that.
Like, how will the gameplay be different? What do you think they're going to add to make things interesting? Because I've literally never played a Diablo season before. I have no idea what to even expect. I'm going to give it a try. But, it's going to be a new thing for me. Set items. Yeah, that could be cool. Wasn't that a thing in Diablo 3? You'd get, like, green items, and they gave set bonuses. I don't know, it's been a long time since I played Diablo 3.
Time to do that.
Jeez. Standing in exploding barrels, that's not smart, is it? So items kind of ruined Diablo 3, too overpowered. Made you keep 5 to 6 pieces of gear which you didn't want to, which you couldn't really change. I can see how set items could be a bit boring, because they're like the obvious, just best item, right?
I need more time.
16.
I'm not ready yet.
Next. Critical strikes with this deal more damage. Okay. I'm excited to see what it's like when I get my combo points.
Time to do that.
Wait, are we already done here? Might as well finish the dungeon. Wish they made the end game XP grind more solo friendly. Yeah, it seems like in terms of grinding, the best way is like pure grouping, isn't it? By quite a bit. Now we're weak all of a sudden. The levels, the power scaling is so weird in this game. Like, some levels you're just absolutely decimating the bosses, others you're tickling them to death.
I'm not ready yet.
Have I tried Shadow Imbuement? No, I'm doing Poison Imbuement for now. Seems pretty fun.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay. Poison damage gets pretty insane eventually. I'm looking forward to it. Right. Follow the... Mate, did I just do the dungeon when I didn't need to do the dungeon? It says follow the trail, bro. Did I just like assume that I needed to go in the I'm an absolute donkey and I didn't read the quest. I needed to talk to him outside of the dungeon and then go inside. Oh no, it's a disaster. I'm an absolute potato and I need to learn to read quests. Oh. We go again. I literally did the same thing. Do all the mobs stay dead? Oh, I think all the mobs are going to stay dead so we can just run to the quest objective. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's not too much of a disaster. Stream brought me luck. I got one of my best in slot unique items. Congratulations. It's a good feeling when you get those big unique items that you need for your build. I got the chest piece on my Sork earlier today. The one that when you teleport it sucks up all of the mobs, so you can Frost Nova and it just kind of deletes everything. It feels kind of game changing to get those big uniques. But at the same time, playing a build that requires an elite, a unique before it truly comes online, it can feel kind of bad before you get that unique anyway. I quite like the idea of playing builds that don't rely on uniques to be good. I don't know if that's going to be the case with Flurry Rogue though.
Where is it, sister?
No. No! It's mine! You won't take it from me!
Druid is like that. It's pretty much solely dependent on uniques, which feels so bad. Yeah. I think I saw that in like a Druid guide before, and it's like a reason why I wouldn't want to play Druid. But at the same time, it's probably one of the reasons it's so strong later on. Pros and cons.
What a waste.
I should stream on Kick. I should stream more full stop.
We're done here.
This is my second stream in 6 months. Probably my second stream in 1 year, actually. Okay, so now I've got combo points. Your basic skills generate combo points. Core skills consume them for additional effects. Okay. So let's go test it out. How's stream been so far? Does latency cause any issues at all? For Diablo 4, my connection seems pretty good. I don't know if the game's got like automatic Asian servers that I'm automatically connecting to, which I think it does because I see a lot of Chinese names and sometimes Japanese names out in the world when I'm playing. But playing this from Thailand feels absolutely fine, thankfully. Yeah, stream's been fairly smooth so far, I'd say. I don't know what the stream quality looks like. What do you guys think? Are the stream settings okay? Does the video quality look acceptable? Hover over your skills, you can see what the combo does. Okay. Knockdown. Okay. Chance to not be consumed. This one doesn't have one. Okay. Combo points. Oh, here it is. Just big damage, basically. Let's go to this dungeon. 1080p, no lag, stream is good quality, awesome. That's good, I'll keep these settings then for next time.
I can't do that here. Not in town. Time to do that.
Can't wait for the next stream in a couple of months. Who knows? Maybe a really good stream game will come out eventually, and I'll want to stream it. Have I ever been to Koh Samui? Yes, I went a few weeks ago, like 4 weeks ago. And I really enjoyed it. I went to... I was only there for like a few days or a week. But on like some random Sunday, like all of the Muay Thai places were closed. And I went to a taxi driver and I said to him, take me to like whatever Muay Thai gym is open on a Sunday. Because most close on a Sunday. He took me to one and it was... And it just randomly had some like champion Muay Thai fighter that was just there to train everyone. Just randomly walks out and he was just like showing me his belts from back when he was champion, and I thought, you know, that's so random. Only in Thailand can you just randomly walk into a gym and some champion fighter just comes out to train you. It was pretty cool. Right, so now we've got combo points. Let's build those combo points with our basic attack, then spend them. So is the meta basically 3 basic attacks before every core skill? Do I need to do this constantly? Is that for max DPS? Do I now have a rotation? I'm following a build. Yeah, I am. I'm not experienced enough at ARPGs to make a competent build on my own, to be honest. I've tried in the past. And in Diablo 4 it's always gone wrong. I've actually tried multiple times to make my own builds in Diablo 4. It just, nothing ever really works. I just end up spending a lot of gold and money respecking when I can't kill packs of mobs.
I need time to do that.
Channeling Shrine, nice. Probably my second favourite shrine to get, because it means I can spam my core skills. Introverted or extroverted? Probably more introverted. Yeah, that's not a probably, it's a definitely actually. In if like I go out and there's like a group size of more than 5, I don't like it.
We have caught 4 stags, 6 ghouls, 10 quill rats, 3 rabbits, and are on the trail of what could be 3 large bears.
Only thing lacking in my rogue build is energy. Aren't many energy regen options as rogue.
When will we have this chance again?
I'm not ready yet.
Hardcore EP4 coming soon. Yeah, it's soon finished. Editor finishing it as we speak, probably. I recorded the voiceover for it last night. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with this rogue build. Like, if you're a new player that hasn't bought Diablo 4 yet and you're thinking about like buying the game and want a cool class to play, rogue seems like a good choice. Like, the early leveling is nice. It feels fun early on, which isn't the case with all classes in the game. Like, when I played my barbarian, it didn't seem like it would be too fun until much later on. Druid kind of sucks for a long time. Rogue just seems like a solid choice. I haven't actually heard anyone complain about the Rogue whatsoever. Like, Rogue players seem like the happiest Diablo 4 players. So, any new players who are going to pick up the game, play a Rogue. You've got multiple build choices at endgame. The class just looks cool, the abilities are satisfying. You've got good mobility. When you jump off your horse, you do some cool animation with the bow that looks nice. Just seems solid. Sure that like the price is worth it. Yeah, I think it's a fair price. A non-pay-to-win game in in 2023. I mean, that's got to be worth something at the very least. Ooh, this thing hits hard. This boss slaps. GG. Rewards available. Woo. I think the story in Diablo 4 is pretty good by ARPG standards, Yuki. Personally, I'm not someone that plays ARPGs for the story, though. I like to just mindlessly kill mobs in a straight line, if possible, just non-stop killing things. But playing through the campaign, the storytelling seemed really good. There was so many cutscenes, and then you've got like a crap ton of side quests, which are all fully voice acted. Which I'm a long way from completing, by the way. There's just like lots of story content if that's something that you're into. But I feel like most ARPG players don't really care too much about the story. But it is certainly a focus of Diablo 4. Like, some of the cutscenes and cinematics are fantastic. And even as someone that actually just doesn't care about story, it was good enough to make me watch a lot of the cutscenes. The Act 6 cinematics were probably some of the best I've actually seen in a game as well. Okay. Maximum life, crit damage. Upgrade. Ah, big upgrade. Seems good. Enjoying the stream, hope you stream more. Thanks, dude. Glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, maybe I'll stream more now that I know that my stream settings are looking good. It was actually quite smooth streaming to YouTube. I wasn't too sure how it was going to go today because I've only streamed on YouTube one other time before today. And I think last time I had some technical issues, but today everything's quite smooth. I quite like the attention to detail on the floor. Did any of you guys, whilst playing through Diablo 4, constantly zoom in on stuff? You probably saw it in my first impressions video. I was constantly zooming in, looking at the attention to detail. Look at these footprints, just like from my character, in the mud. Wait, are these my footprints or are they already there? Alright, let's walk here and see if there's footprints. There are. I appreciate that. I love games where you walk through the mud and there's footprints. It's extremely important to me. I remember the first time I played, what was it, Red Dead Redemption 2. And you're at the snow level. I was amazed that when you walk through the snow, you would have like a snow trail and you could see your footprints. It impressed me way more than it should. I'm someone that likes to pay attention to the small things, the little things that add immersion to a game. If you hello to a dog in town, they follow you. No way. We need to find a dog. Which town has a dog? I want to get a doggo companion.
I can't do that here.
These games are so much enjoyable zoomed in, but I always end up zooming out. I mean, you can't really play Diablo IV zoomed in like this. You'll get killed by something off screen. You'll get zapped by a mob. Oh, here we go. We found a dog. I've actually never done emotes. I think I did for one quest. Now to find the emote button. Emote button. Where you at? There was one or two quests in the game to do emotes, and I've completely forgot it. E. You cannot do it in this area. No, I've rebound it. That's why. Controls. Social. O. No, that's not it. Emotes. Hold E, okay.
I can't do that.
You cannot do that in this area. Yeah, it says I cannot. Action wheel. Okay, find action wheel. Okay, let's just bind it to O. Okay. Mate. Action wheel. Okay, here it is. Where's the dog? Hello.
Greetings.
Oh, there it is. Is he going to follow me now? Come on, little dog. We've got a friend. I'm not sure on his run animation, though. He's a very floaty dog. Come on. Well, it's like he's running in slow motion. Is it me? Is it me, or is that run animation a bit off? That's cute. That's a good boy.
Hello.
Is he gonna? How far is he gonna follow me? I hope he doesn't follow me into a demon-infested cave and then get killed. Then we'll have the death of a dog on our conscience. Is he going to leave the town? No, he's not. Our doggo understands. Sometimes his friend needs to leave for more important matters.
Not in town.
I'm actually glad the dog doesn't leave the town, because if it left the town, it would only lead to bad things. Alright. I think we're going to wrap up the stream here, because I've been going for 3.5 hours and I actually forgot to eat before starting the stream. And it's kind of late my time. It's like 12:30 a.m. almost in Thailand. But it was cool. It was cool checking out the Rogue. I'm glad I took you. I'm glad I took your guys' recommendation on checking out the Flurry Rogue. Definitely want to keep leveling this and see what it's like at endgame. I really wish that I played the Rogue over the Sork. It just seems so much more of a better choice. Seems more my play style. Maybe I should be more open to assassin characters in ARPGs. Appreciate you guys hanging out. New videos coming soon. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Good night.